Yo, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. I repeat, yo, mic check. Hey, yo, welcome back to my channel. This is the last Snow. You call me Snow for short. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your weekend. Happy Sunday morning, afternoon, or nighttime, depending where you guys are watching my stream. Just wanted to say, hope you guys are enjoying your day, and hopefully you guys are ready for this weekend that's about to finish up, going into next week, which is the official release date to set 6. This tournament basically is going to be small. I wanted to get as many people as I can, but everybody that's actually wanted to join are going into locals on pre-release and everything else, and just there to get what they need before the grand opening of the set 6 rival clash. So hopefully you guys are enjoying my stream. If you guys are new to my channel, press that follow button, subscribe to my channel, and I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Just wanted to put this up there just in case if anybody is interested into joining my stream in the tournament. The tournament for today is free of entry. The only thing that you need to have is a free Discord appliance. So like that's where all the communication will be at. Prizes are set 5 and set 6 codes. Also, on entry, everybody that enters will get 5 codes of the set 6, and then the first place gets 100 codes mixed within set 5, set 6 codes. Second place gets 50 codes mixed within set 5 and 6 codes. Third place gets 30 codes, etc., etc. Also, for the bottom 8th, if we do have 8th, 4th place gets 10 codes. 5th place all the way to 8th place gets 5 codes, and that's 5 extra codes with the entry. So basically you get 10 codes if you land on 5th all the way to 8th. So right now I'm trying to set up everything because I've been trying to hit everybody up to see where everybody is at. Give me 1 second. Just want to make sure that everything is looking good. Let me just make sure before I switch. Let me just put this screen back up again until I fix up the tournament brackets. Just want to make sure people's actually this charging port in my way. Hello, annoying. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a lot of fun, and trying to make sure everybody's in. So from right now, it looks like I have room members. Let's see. Alright, so I'm missing one more person, and then we could just start it off. Hold on. Give me 1 second, people. Apologize. Yeah, I'm just missing one more person. It's not gonna be a long tournament, guys. I just try to get as many people as I can. People that's interested in getting free codes. If you guys are actually watching my stream right now, and if you like that you need codes, listen. If you make it to the top 8, you definitely get codes. So if you just want to come in just to get the codes, try to see how far you go. Just hit me up in the chat box. Can't believe Seth 6 is coming out this Friday, though. Alright, hold on. Let me get the tournament brackets. Let me move this up. Apologize for the delay, guys. It's just, there's a lot going on right now. Alright. Yeah. Just waiting for everybody to set up real quick. Alright, just giving everybody the go to start. Just waiting for one of the matches to start so I can actually start streaming one of the matches up. Oh boy. I see people just joining the wrong table. I see people having a rough morning. Sorry about that, people. Sheesh. People just going in my on the tables. Somebody's not moving in the tables, and that's what's slowing down the process. I apologize, people. Oh boy. Thank you, finally. Alright, so we're gonna go to one of the matches. Zixto versus Killer Ghost. So we got Gogeta versus Android 17. Starting off right with the draw. Already behind because the last thing you want to do is actually have Android 17 with the energy marker because they could ramp faster. Especially against Gogeta unless he already started off wrong if he didn't have the Kakarot. Oh, this guy's trying to awaken quick. And he burned the energy marker so he can't use the Glorio. So he's already at an advantage. Swings for lead, going for 20. So he cannot combo out. At this point, I don't think he needed to do that because Android 17 is gonna take the hits until he gets to like 5. So let's see Android 17 does now. Just in case you guys don't know, Gogeta is being played by Zixto and Android 17 is being played by Killer Ghost. Go swing for lead to get the draw. Summons another 1-drop android, searching for another android, which I think he picked up the 2-drop. So Junior. And ends his turn. Now it's Gogeta's turn. Okay, getting closer and closer. His hand is healthy. Gogeta's hand is healthy. So hopefully by next turn he actually awakens. As if we don't, let's have a rude awakening. Yeah, he's blocking out because he's nowhere near 6 energies to get that 30k swing off the lead. But if Gogeta plays it right, try to apply as much pressure as he can, then he could. Because next turn he's most likely he's gonna end up going there. Android 17 is so good, I swear to God. I just want to see what they're going to do with the ban list. Are they going to hit it? Because not everybody, honestly, you didn't even see the Android 17 being played. Everybody's on Brawly now, like they totally forgot it. But most likely when, it's only pre-release, most likely, when everything gets settled in and people start to see that Brawly maybe has a weak point, that it's totally visible, then people most likely gonna end up going back to 17 with the ramp, because now they'll play the new 8-drop Brawly that can't be KO'd once per turn, and you can get a life back, and then the 9-drop that is a double strike that wipes everything off the field. Like, it's just insane. So yeah, I definitely think they're gonna ban that card, because that Android 17 is gonna be a problem. They gotta ban that ramp card. So that means anybody that's playing Android 17 is gonna go back to playing probably the Time Machine, the Android Lab, Dr. Jiro's Lab. I don't think that was safe of him to do that, because now he can actually swing for 30. Because Android 17 doesn't really have self-awakeners unless they play in the 3-drop. Because now if he plays the ramp, he awakens. Exactly. Awakens, puts him at over 6, swings for 30, now he applies pressure. If he would have never done that, he would have just ramped to 6, but then, still can't. I did the math wrong. Alright, so he's safe, because he has to be at 6 in order to swing for the 30. So I guess he did his math right. Man, this guy got a lot of those searchers, the Android 18 searchers. Because that's all he been playing. He been getting the pieces that he needs. Yeah, we use all 4 of them. What are you getting? That's what you're going with? I don't know, you gotta be searching for something. You don't really have to force yourself to awaken though. And this one is Gogeta's being played by Zixto, and Killer Ghost is playing with Android 17. And the other room, if they still playing, It was El Medio. I don't know what he's playing versus Cisco, and then it's over 9,000 has a buy. I really thought it was gonna be like a Majin Buu tournament because that's what everybody likes to play. But to see these two different leaders is kind of interesting. You know, it's a win-win at the end of the day. You still get set 6 codes starting off right, you know, before the set 6 drops on the client on Friday or maybe Thursday. I think they do it a couple hours early. Gogeta gets awakened, and you can start doing the energy market manipulation. Like right now, with sets 5 being the max in the client, Gogeta is not really as strong. That's not really the black strongest leader. But going into set 6, I really definitely think that he is. Still believe in the Bardock because you know that's my favorite leader, but just with the energy manipulation, the 6 drop that just came out, the Chi-Chi as a boost, you know, it just helps out so much. I could definitely see Gogeta being a problem next set. Android 17 as well. They definitely gotta do the balance because with the 2 new Brawlies, that's not leader locked. Android 17 could just use it, and it's just a lot. Because Android 17 got small bodies he can summon, and he got big bodies he can summon as well. Compared to the Brawly itself, the new Brawly leader that can only summon 1 body, yeah, you get multiple swings, but it's just massive amount of power behind it. Looking forward to playing my tier 0 deck on the tournament. Yeah, I definitely can't see you in the next round. I'll be honest with you. Why play droids when you can play Brawly once? What do you mean? You play droids. Gogeta's good. The question is if you play Goku GT3 course or not. I do not play. Do I play it? I don't think so. I don't think I played a 3-drop. Yo, TCG Country, appreciate the follow. Brawly overpowered droids. Yeah, would you? Yeah, I could definitely see that. Green on green, of course. But we don't know for sure. We just gotta keep deck testing honestly, and then see how it functions. Because you know Android right now 17 uses pieces from other decks, from other green leaders, and it actually works well with them. So. So far, so good. Just started off the first round of my tournament. It's a small tournament because a lot of people's on their pre-release right now, getting ready to go to pre-release, so they couldn't join. I guess some stores around the area actually opening up for pre-release. Everybody's trying to get all their cards for Friday when it officially releases. Not me. I already bought a case, so I got all the cards that I need. I got all the promos I need as well. So all I gotta do is just deck test. That's it. A lot of people are still trying to get the promos because there's certain promo cards that they want to get, like the Brawly 4-drop. If they playing green, if they playing yellow, you know they got the Dr. Risu, and they want to play in the King Goma deck if they're gonna play, and then the other one is King Piccolo 5-drop, which is definitely a good card to have in that King Piccolo deck. So yeah, that's what people is trying to go for right now. I just picked up 2 Brawly starter decks yesterday at my card store. Oh, you definitely did? But what are you gonna be using in that starter deck though? The 8-drop Brawly? Oh yeah, for sure. We'll be seeing more people on Brawly than droids, of course, because they see the massive swings. That's why they know. We're just gonna have to wait and see what the meta's gonna look like, because everybody's gonna just build against Brawly. That's what it is. I'm new to the game and I'm trying to figure out how to upgrade it. If you want to play Brawly, that's not the Brawly that you want to play. The Brawly that's coming out on Friday is the Brawly that you want to go for. Some locals already got the boxes, so if you want to get the box, that you can to get the new Brawly BR, because the starter deck Brawly is not in the meta right now. It kind of fell off. The new set Brawly, but the new set Brawly don't have a starter deck though. The new starter deck that just came out with the new set 6, it's actually the SS3 Vegeta Daima. The starter deck Brawly came out in the first set, and the codes you can't even use it in the game. You can still use the cards like going to your locals. Yo, Bomb King, what's up, bro? Where you was at? Yeah, TCG country. The shop should have told you that that's not the Brawly that's actually being played right now. It's a new Brawly that's coming on this Friday. That's why I got this tournament going on right now. You know, people's playing for codes and everything else. We can do that. So, are you set up? Not really. Try it. Maybe it works. Also, once update on Friday, you can't use set 2 codes. I was select. Oh, copy. All right. You know, everybody got to do what they got to do. The reason why I'm up because I work overnight, so I came home and try to set up everything, which I was having a hard time because I don't be on the computer. So there was a lot of stuff that had to get updated on the app, between the game app, the Streamlabs app, the website. Like there was so much I gotta update. So it took quite some time, but I'm here. We here. So we good to go. So right now it's not looking so bad. Gogeta's holding his own versus Android, still with 4 life. Brawly on the board. What I kind of find is so weird is that, let's see if he does it now. He does it? No, he does not. Oh, I don't know if that's what you wanted to do. I think your best option was to lock the Brawly, because that's 2 swings already. So if he summons another Brawly right now, he still gets to pop 1 body off the board, no matter how you see it. Yeah, I was referring to the Brawly from set 6. Yeah, you should have locked, especially his hand size is so low. Nice. That's nice. He gets to lock that Brawly, so he can't swing twice. Wait. Oh, he doesn't have the energy marker. Okay. But he's still got the android to swing with, so it's kind of tough. This is like block rotation on client. Yeah, yeah, that's true. The way you get it is they still got it in the game. It's just the codes itself you can't use. The codes have expiration dates. You can still get set 1 and set 2 cards in the game. The packs are still there that you can still buy them. It's just the codes itself they expire. I may be wrong. They maybe changed it, but I doubt it. Yeah, I don't think this kid got a. No, I don't think Killer Ghost got another 8-drop. Sheesh. This is looking ugly right now. This game could go all the way. I know. The hand size is just ridiculous. Yeah, you just don't get free stuff anymore unless you up to the new sets. If anything, you could definitely tune in. You could definitely tune into the if you're new to the, you should join the Discord with us, and hopefully you be in the next tournament. And at the same time, any questions that you have, you can definitely hit up the chat, and everybody will gladly answer you. If you got any questions or concerns, we got judges, like licensed judges in the chat as well. So if you're interested, they'll be there too. So TCG Country, if you're definitely interested in being part of the Fusion World community, you definitely can. I'll send you the link. If you're definitely interested, I'll send you the link. All right, cool. Let me just try to get the link real quick. Oh, Android! Android lost the game! Alright, let's see. Let's see if the other match is still out. They're like both games are done. Let me just put it. I got so many ads just popping out of nowhere. I want to know why. Yeah, that definitely was a good game. But I'm trying to send the link to people. So whoever's interested in joining the community, I'm gonna put it up right now. For some odd reason, Streamlabs don't let me copy and paste. Just don't understand why. Let me just make sure that I actually right. Here's CTPS. Alright, click the link right there and see if you can actually see it now. Let me just... Don't go anywhere, guys. I'm still waiting. I'm trying to figure out who just won in the last matchup. All right. I feel like everybody's half asleep today. Like, what's going on? TCG Country, that's the link to add yourself. That's the invitation. All right, cool. One of the matches, they finished their game and didn't post who won, so... You're definitely going to learn more and more about the game. Like I said, if you have any questions and concerns, to definitely be here. I'm going to start doing deck profiles on the game, not on the client until like the set comes out, but like throughout the week this week, I'll do like deck profiles and stuff like that. I would stay, and it's crazy because I was just talking to one of my friends. We was definitely talking about like doing like basic videos, like how to play the game, like little episodes, like to break the breakdown of how to play the game, strategy wise, what every color is built on, and stuff like that. I played One Piece by Bandai, and my friend told me about this game, so I wanted to try it out. Most of the rules from One Piece definitely matches Dragon Ball, so yes, I won't. You won't be that far behind. And for everybody else that's watching the stream, I apologize with the delay. Still trying. These guys are about to just give them a draw because their match was up, and all of a sudden it's not up anymore. I guess they finished the game, but nobody has reported their matchups. So I'm a bit off for what's going on right now. Because I know they was playing. All right, so we got in the first round, Zigso beats Killer Ghost, and the Medu beats Random Fiend. Now I'm just waiting for round 2 to start up. All right, so round 2 is up. I'm going to post it right now. Okay, round 2 is up, people. So round 2, just texting everybody who's playing who. All right, let me press back and see what matchup is already in. This matchup has a move. Random Fiend has the buy, so I'm just waiting for. Just wait. If that's how much gems you got, just wait till Friday. Continue grinding on whatever you have now. Just continue grinding on the game. So like that, you get as many packs as you get this Friday. So we got one matchup up. It's over 9,000 versus Killer Ghost. So that is U7 Goku versus Android 17. This should be interesting. So if you guys are interested, whoever's watching my stream right now, I sent the link to the Discord family chat. If you guys are interested on future tournaments, I do these tournaments once a month. It's free of charge for the client. I do giveaways for codes. For set 5, it says 6 right now. I do have codes of the old sets. If you guys are interested in having old sets codes as well, before they expire. But I do have a lot of codes, and I'm trying to, for even if you guys want codes right now and then join the tournament, you can subscribe to my channel. Amazon Prime, it doesn't come out your pocket. Amazon Prime is free on your end, but I get a percentage out of it. So yeah, if you guys subscribe to my channel, if you guys really want some codes before set 6 comes out, so you can have a jump start, you can actually do that as well. You just got to make sure that you guys are actually on my Discord channel, so like that I can send you pictures of the codes. I don't mail anything. I feel like that's a waste of time. So for everybody that's interested, that's not in the tournament right now, but is actually watching my stream, subscribe to my channel, either regular sub or Amazon Prime sub. I definitely will send you a picture of the codes. For every sub, I'll give 20 set 5 codes and 20 set 6 codes if you guys are interested. So that's a total of 40 codes if you subscribe to my channel. So yeah, can't do better than that. You got a couple of days away that you can still grind on the client and get more codes, but at least you'll be in a comfortable space, in a comfortable state and position that you know that you might have a full deck by the time set 6 comes out on Friday. So what should I be focused on with the client? Just getting matches to earn gems? Yes. You can either go to rank, or you can either, because right now rank doesn't really matter, because once set 6 comes out, you get to fall back and they'll restart you again, not all the way at the bottom, but wherever you at, average. Or you can play regular matches. They have daily goals that you can actually look at as well to see how you can get codes. So yeah, if you fresh off the client, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of questions, and I'm here for it. I'm definitely gonna be here for it. So you definitely fresh. You're in the right chat room then. Definitely in the right chat room. We're definitely gonna guide you through each and every question that you have, every step of the way. Doesn't really matter the time, because everybody in the chat is in a different time frame around the world, so you'll definitely get an answer from somebody. Alright, so let's get back to the match. I apologize. It's just that I'm looking at the text messages, the brackets, to make sure that, you know, I'm talking to you guys in the chat, and then making sure that talking to my guys in the group chat as well, that's actually in the tournament, and then watching the matches as well. So far so good. It looks evened out. 4 life, hands are healthy on both ends, so you know this matchup should be good. Right now the only decks on the client is F6 Diamond Goku and F3 Brawly, and I will have F8 Vegeta once it drops. Diamond's definitely a good deck. Diamond's definitely a good deck if you want to test that out now and get your cards up. Definitely gonna be good. For next set, I feel like every leader that's coming out is very interesting in their own way, that they could definitely be competitive. I'm not sure about King Gamma, because it's mostly on field card manipulation. I mean field card support, not extras. The field cards are definitely good. Really getting sorry, my slurring. It's really an annoying deck depending on the plays that they do turn by turn, because they have field cards that restands bodies. So just imagine restanding a 30k swinger to swing again, stuff like that. Then they have one that's a self-awakener, Andros, and then they have another one that pops something off the board, if I'm not mistaken, or rests something on the board, something like that. So, you know, it's definitely interesting. You have the starter deck. SS3 Vegeta is coming out as well. I think that's coming out on Friday too. That's definitely a good deck to actually test out as well. I know I built that deck. I like it. I like the aggression that it has. It's not like it's not like Majin Buu Evil or the Janemba, but doing a dual strike is definitely good. Sounds good, and it will support an FB6. Yeah. There's a couple of cards that's coming out that will support Daima, whichever the Daima Goku's out, because there's the Daima started deck Goku, and then there's the Daima Goku that came out in the booster box for set 5. So you have either or that you can work with. For red for next set is Android 18, which that deck is definitely going to be a headache in the client, not on IRL. Oh my god, what a floodgate that just happened just now. And everything is 20k swing on the board. Wow. Wow. 4 cards on hand, but he has swings. I played the Vegeta as a paper copy this weekend, and I liked it. The starter deck you're talking about, right? Just leave right there and start swinging at Android. Your best bet is to swing at Android. No, you cannot leave him with 2 bodies on the board. Should have never done that. And you still swinging. No way! No way! He pulled off the win! With so many cards in your hands! Wow, so many dead cards! So many dead cards! That is crazy. Let's see if there's another matchup going on right now. Yep, we're gonna put the other matchup right now. There's Gogeta versus Majin Buu Evil. Look like they just midway, so it's kind of gone. Yes, no upgrades. What you mean? That there's no upgrades coming out for that deck? Yes, it is. I could definitely show you my deck. There's definitely upgrades in that deck. There's staples in the game that you definitely need, though. That's one thing for sure. Like, if you're gonna play that deck, you need the 4-drop Goku. That on play and swing, he gets a stun of body. You need the barrier 4-drop Frieza. Until, honestly, you only need the barrier Frieza if he was playing Jiren. Because you need a way to remove that 4-drop Jiren off the board. If not, then I will suggest you getting the promo SS3 Goku. That's a barrier as well. But it's locked into a Daima leader, so that'll be good. And it's a 5k combo. So you don't have to worry about 0 combos. Also, you played it with no upgrades. That's not bad. That deck is definitely fun to play with on its own. It's definitely strong. I'm not gonna lie. But you're gonna need the staples. I'm not gonna lie to you, you're gonna need the staples. Because you're gonna end up in certain matches that you're gonna be like, damn, I wish I could lock board. Or I could do this. Green droids suck. Nobody play it. Nobody's playing it for set 6. This is set 5. That deck is still good. It's still interesting. It's just that you gotta hit your curve. You gotta hit your curve, bro. You got to. Remember, Android 17 been out since set 1 and still holding it down. I still feel like it's definitely a strong deck. Can't fall asleep on that deck. Nice. Is there a way I could see your deck list sometime? If not, I understand. I could definitely send you a picture. I'm gonna do videos on my deck list. Once I'm done with this stream, I'm gonna do like videos. I can even go live, honestly, after this. Just stay live and do one deck list, then I'll just crop it and post it on YouTube on its own. I could definitely do that. I'll do 2 deck lists. Because the 2 decks that I play right now, I'll do the Vegeta, SS3 Vegeta, and then I'll do the Gogeta with the new set 6 updates. So I could definitely do that. I heard you say 4-drop Frieza and 3-drop Promo Goku. Yeah, you'll see my deck list. So right now, for the IRL, the SS3 Goku barrier card is not coming out yet until Ultimate Battle. But on the client, it will be out on Friday, most likely. So everything's just dropping all at once. So, depending, the barrier right now is everybody's using for Frieza is because people are still playing Jiren, because Jiren looks like it's a good matchup versus the green new Brawly that came out. So, people want to play Jiren, especially that 4-drop Jiren that stays on the board. You get to draw off of it, and it's a 30k swing. So, and it's hard to remove off the board. So, the Frieza barrier card will definitely be good on the deck right now. But if people's not playing it on the client, then I suggest you taking the Frieza out and actually putting the SS3 Goku when it comes out. Ads only play if you're not subscribed to my channel. Apologize about that. There's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, I'll definitely do that. I just gotta move my keyboard and stuff that I have in front of me to the side so I can actually do the deck profile on the cards that I have, which I need to get my other camera set up in front of me. So yeah, it's gonna take time. I'll take a break after this tournament. Yeah, it's only gonna take less than 10 minutes, hopefully. I can even do the big Brawly, the new Brawly deck list as well. It's just pre-release, you know? It's just something that you guys can actually build upon. You guys might have some different ideas on what to play in the deck, but you know, you just gotta do it your own. You just tweak it up the way you feel like tweaking it up, because I have to build my deck depending on how my locals work. When it comes to like IRLs, and the client is totally different. So if you guys see certain cards, they'd be like, "Oh, why you got this card?" It's because my locals play different. My locals play certain leaders that you gotta restart. So like this past Friday, I went to my locals pre-release event, right? I didn't know if I wanted to play with SS3 Goku or I wanted to play with Gogeta. But the minute I saw 2 red leaders, didn't know which one was it. I didn't need to. I said, let me just go with Gogeta. If not, then SS3 Goku was going to be the wave because, everybody's on Brawly this, Brawly that. And Yellow has the momentum to lock stuff off the board and literally dual swing and do as many swings as they can. So I went with Gogeta. It was 4 rounds. I locked in 4th place. I was happy about that. My first round, I went versus Baby. I won. Second round, I went versus Evil Boo. I lost. The whole restanding of Majin Buu 30k swing twice is just insane. Right? I'll eliminate one, then he summons another one. Bomb King, aka King of New York, aka Amir. Regionals champion. I appreciate the matchup that we had. But you came out on top because that card is just broken and it has to get banned. Round 3, I ended up facing King Goma. Definitely was an interesting deck. I had to read every single card he played. I needed to make sure that I was playing the right things each turn because that if you make a mistake versus that deck, it does like lock you out of certain things. And then next thing you'll know, you'll be burning cards out your hand when you don't need to. And then for the final round, I faced my boy Jeremy. That's one of my teammates. We're getting our logos ready for regionals. He was playing Brawly, and I won that round. So I won 3 wins and 1 loss. It was definitely a great matchup. All the rounds was definitely great matchups. It went down to the wire. So I appreciate everybody that actually was in the tournament. And it was like 17 people because there was somebody always getting a bye. So definitely was an odd number. It wasn't an even. What's my team? We're gonna have to wait and see. Until the logo comes out, we're gonna have to wait and see. We're still trying to figure out on the team name. We're gonna have to wait and see, my boy. So we said we're gonna keep it on the hush until if we recruiting. Yes, we are recruiting. We definitely are recruiting, bro. People's gonna be surprised on who's in the team. My team is looking good. We work together. We do what we gotta do, and it's always about picking each other up and trying to get better. So like that, when regionals come around, we go out there to play as a team, try to push each other to make it to the next round and try to represent for where we come from. Because people's coming around from different states to play in these regionals, and we gotta represent for New York. UOTCG. I haven't played in locals yet. Yeah, Dad. You should be playing locals. As a matter of fact, I might start having webcam tournaments. Just letting y'all know right now, just to test it out. Because I never did webcam tournaments before. Because a lot of I gotta be watching each matchups to see that nobody's cheating and stuff like that. It's just kind of annoying, but we're gonna have to wait and see. And Gogeta wins again. Wow, I've been talking so much I did not realize that Gogeta won. Great matchup. Great matchup. So for round 2, over 9,000 beat Killer Ghost, and then Zixto beats El Medio. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right, because I am kind of slow. So we just gotta wait and see what does round 3 looks like. And I don't think there's gonna be a round 3. Let's see. Match is pending, so I have to wait. Okay, so now we got it. Let you guys know right now what round 3 looks like. Hold on. Something just... All right, round 3 is up. Let me just let them know who's playing who. All right. So just waiting. So right now for round number 3, we got the menu versus It's Over 9,000, and then Zixto versus Random Fiend 7. Just waiting for them to lock in. Just waiting for these guys to move. All right. Yo, yo, Killer Ghost. What's up? What you do? I gotta get jumped in. Yo, Amir, what's up? We're gonna talk later, bro. We're gonna talk. We're definitely gonna talk. God bell you, bro. I'm proud of you. I know that you said bless, and I just still read it the way you typed it. I'm kind of dumb, but appreciate the support, bro. Webcam, definitely gonna do webcam. You guys are in the chat room. We can definitely do webcam. We just gotta figure out what day we can do webcam, and then see how it goes. Cool, because I just gotta see this. It's a little bit more, whatchamacallit? It's a little bit more like, I gotta really look into it. GDBW1, appreciate the follow. Thank you for all of the advice, everyone. Yeah, for sure. We're always gonna be here. We're gonna be here. Whatever questions you got, make sure that you write it in the chat. These guys still haven't even matched up yet. Yeah, any questions you guys got, we're here for it. Just make sure that you guys click the link on the Discord, because that's the only way you can actually be on my tournaments, because I don't like outsiders that I cannot talk to in the group chat to be in the tournament, because I don't feel like I need to be texting people privately to see what table they're in. You join in a tournament, or they gotta interact with other people. That's why in the group chat there's tables that you guys could go and talk to each other depending on the table you're in and stuff like that. So okay, Zisto and Random Feed should be starting soon. All right. Okay, the 2 matchups are there, and one of Killer Ghost got the bye. I'm not even paying that. I gotta see what's the standings looking like right now. You know, it's crazy. Before I even read the chat, I just thought about what you just asked to see, because I'm like, hold on, I gotta see what the standings look like. Hold on, let me just make sure that one of these matches actually start. We got this one. We got one rolling. So it's over 9,000 versus Zixto. Okay, so for the people that was asking, so right now it is Zixto is 2-0. It's over 9,000 1-0. The menu is 1-1. Random Fiend is 0-1, and Killer Ghost is 0-2. Those are the status right now. So they're still going to, depending on how this matchup goes, this might be, not really. Would it be the last round? I don't think so. Because somebody has a bye. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. Yo, S-Rod 810. What's my main deck right now? Going into set 6. Because I'm a client. I stopped playing the client because I've been playing like at locals with proxies, testing out decks. I'm a Bardock fan. So you can see I'm dressed like Bardock. That's my deck leader. Before that, I was playing yellow, but I said it once Bardock comes out, depending what color, don't matter what color he came out with, I was gonna play Bardock. But right now, going into set 6, I'm in between 3 decks, which is Brawly, Gogeta, and SS3 Vegeta for yellow, the starter deck. But I went to my locals on Friday and actually played Gogeta, and I felt comfortable with the way that deck plays now with the support cards that it has. Can I get more matches in and maybe change my mind to play another deck? Yes. Because on IRL, definitely like the Gogeta, but who knows how on the client is going to look like. Because client plays totally different because you're playing against different mindsets. People around the world plays differently. I come from New York. If you guys don't know about New York plays the aggressive way. So, you know, some decks you just gotta not play. If you guys understand what I'm saying. If I'm not mistaken, I still will have another round. I still have a 4th round because there was a bye. I feel like there'll still be a 4th round because everybody has to be evened out with the matchups. Because right now, these are the only 2 guys that's actually undefeated. But it's only 9,000. This is actually a second matchup. While, well, no, not these 2. Not these 2. I'm going crazy. And Meju is 1-1. It's over 9,000. It's actually 1-0. Yeah, I just tagged them on the chat. So just give it 3 more minutes. Once it hits 125. Yeah, I know you're the Gogeta player. Just it hits 120. Well, on my end is 125. Just give it 3 minutes. 3 minutes. He's not there. Calling it a forfeit, and you get the win. So Killer Ghost is playing Android. It's over 9,000 is playing U7. The Maju is playing Majin Buu. Zixto is playing Gogeta, and Random Fiend. Random Fiend? I forgot what he was playing. What was he playing? I didn't get to see his matchup, so I do not know what he's playing right now. So for everybody that's actually tuning into my channel, if you like the tournaments, I do these tournaments once a month. This is client once a month. I could definitely try to fit in webcams as well once a month. So they'll be hosting 2 tournaments a month, but it won't be on the same day. Maybe it would be on the same day, but that's kind of overdoing it because these tournaments might be longer than what it's supposed to. So I'll try to do 2 separate days, webcams and everything else. And I can even break down the webcam matches into like a week, so like that, you know, I get to establish the tournaments. So because sitting here, you know, we just gotta see what everybody's schedule is, because the schedule for everybody is not gonna be the same. You understand? So we could definitely try to pull off 1 webcam tournament and 1 client tournament once a month. If you guys are definitely interested, you guys could. I guess I will have to type it in again. The link to the Discord chat, if you guys are interested, I'll definitely write it again, because I was trying to write it here, but yeah, let me just write it. Yeah, I'll have to write it again. Alright, so you'll take the win. Zixto, you'll take the win. It's totally fine. You'll take the win. Let me just type in for everybody that's actually joining. So whoever's interested on joining the chat, the family, the Fusion World chat, you can definitely say family, because we definitely talk and help each other out. Like I said, it's people around the world, so whenever you ask questions or anything that you got concerns on, or ideas or tips, somebody's gonna answer, because that's how the chat is. You guys got it there. and then that's where I'll be posting when is the next tournament. We'll take votes on when the next tournament is going to be, stuff like that. So when it comes to the client, it's most likely going to be locked in for Sundays, once a month on a Sunday, and then maybe my webcam tournament is going to be during the week. Most likely might be on a Tuesday. That's all I can say. Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those two. Because I definitely got to establish my schedule, my work schedule as well. Ooh. All right, so Majin Buu's awakened. Now this is where the game comes in. Majin Buu's hand is healthy versus the 6 cards that, you know, use 7 highs. So might have the upper hand because he on 5 energy and he can summon his double strike to summon his 3-drop. The Babidi to the 3-drop is gonna look crazy right now, because that might be Majin Buu is definitely a dangerous deck still. Even going into set 6 is definitely a deck that's dangerous until, you know, until the ban list hits. If we do get a ban list, but the way the meta is looking, they gotta do a ban list. They gotta start scratching off some of these cards to refresh the meta, like going into set 6. We have a lot of new people that's coming into the game, and you know, we don't want to lose them because the meta is stuck on just certain leaders. Like, we need more leaders. We need them. There you go. The play that I was talking about, the double strike to the Babidi to the, it's just crazy. Because right now he could just burn 2 cards out your hand, put you at 5. Whew. Put you at 5. Then swing 30 twice. Just insane. Just definitely insane. That deck is broken. That 30k Majin Buu is just too much. Sheesh. He could just literally dump everything right now. He can literally dump everything right now and still got 3 swings on board. Because then he can swing for the 25, 30, pop the 25 to restand the leader, restand the 30k swing. Yo, it's just broken. It's just broken. Like, he's dumping everything now. Like, you're gonna have to just... Oh, he's just going crazy. Yeah, it's done for. He said, I'm not gonna risk it. He said, I'm just gonna dump everything. That was a crazy, crazy, crazy battle. Crazy battle. Let me just verify one. If I'm not mistaken, it has to be. All right, let's see what the next matchups looks like. Unless there's no matchups, from what it looks like. I ended up just one player being undefeated, so I guess it's just on 3 rounds. If Jigsaw would have lost, then it would have been going to the next round, to round 4. But since he's the only one that actually still, let me just refresh again. All right, so that's what it looks like. And the tournament is over. We're about to see right now who actually stood, what the rankings are. Let me change the screen. So for the finale, these are the finals. Like I said from the beginning, it's a short tournament because a lot of people is just focusing on going to their locals, getting their promos, getting ready for the grand opening of set 6 on Friday. So these are the finalists. Coming in first place, Zixto, that has been going back-to-back tournaments in second place. He actually got it to be in first place. 3-0. Demeju, 2-1. There was definitely a great matchup. Definitely did what he had to do. It's over 9,000. Went 1-1. Killer Ghost went 0-2, and Random Fiend went 0-2. Since it was a Swiss, doesn't really matter the last matchups because it's just all the way to whoever makes it. That's what it is. Whoever makes it to just being undefeated. So congratulations to Zixo winning his first tournament. Definitely like my tournaments. This is my 3rd tournament. I've been doing tournament once a month. This is my 3rd consecutive tournament. I have not missed a month without one. I definitely wasn't going to do this one because, set 6 is around the corner, but there was a lot of talks about people struggling to get codes and everything else. I wanted to do this tournament just based on the codes. I don't really care about who wins and loses. That's how I told everybody, just play for fun, and hopefully, everybody just enjoys it. But everybody in this tournament definitely gets codes. For everybody that's definitely getting codes. So for first place, we could go back into the screen so everybody can see. The first place gets 100 codes. It's mixed between set 5 and set 6 codes, plus the addition of 6 codes on entry. Second, so that's 105. Second place gets 50 codes, which is mixed of S5 and S6, with 6 S6 codes on entry. Third place is 30 codes, and set 5, set 6 codes with 5 codes of set 6 on entry. Then at the same time, everybody gets something out of it. If you made it to the top 8, which is only 5 people, it's better than nothing, but everybody gets something. So ranking number 4 gets 10 codes plus the 5 of entry, and number 5 gets 5 codes with the 5 of entry. So that's 10 codes, and then 4th place gets 15 codes. So there you go, guys. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. I'll definitely be sending you guys. Let me just tell these guys all right now. Yeah, I'll definitely send you guys the codes in a bit. I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'll be back to do deck list. I'll do the 2 deck lists, maybe 3. Not sure. You know what? I'll do the Brawly deck list. I'll do the new Brawly deck list. But I'll definitely do the Gogeta deck list if you guys are interested to see how Gogeta set 6 deck list looked like for me, and how I ended up in 4th place, just getting 1 loss in my pre-release tournament. And then I'll do the SS3 Vegeta, not Goku, SS3 Vegeta starter deck list with the additions of outside staples, not just the starter deck. And then I'll do a Brawly deck list as well. If you guys are interested, I just gotta set up my my secondary camera so you guys can actually see. And then just give me a few. I'll be back in a few. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. If you guys are new to my channel, press that follow button, subscribe to my channel. If you guys subscribe to my channel through Twitch, definitely gonna have to do it, because I'm definitely trying to drive in more people to get into the game. Subscribe to my channel through Twitch if it's a Prime, because Prime users, you don't get charged. It's free of charge, but I still get a percentage out of it. And or regular subscription, I'll give out 40 codes to every subscriber that subscribes to my channel. That will be 20 codes set 5 and 20 codes of set 6. So that's 40 codes in total. So if you guys are interested and want to be ready, locked and loaded with codes before set 6 comes out, just hit that subscribe button on the Twitch, and then I definitely will send you guys the codes, not through mail. You guys have to add me on the Discord chat, so like that I can get you the pictures and send it through there. So I'll be right back in a few. Let me just set up my secondary camera, get some water, because I've been here for quite some time just now, and yeah, I'll be right back. Yo, 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 mic check, mic check. Yo, 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 mic check, mic check. Alright, just gotta make sure that I'm still on. Just gotta make sure. Just make sure I got the screen ready. Alright, so let me just turn the secondary camera on. Let me just make sure that is actually stationed correctly. There you go. Let me just fix this up. Sorry I didn't have this set up earlier, but now I got it set up. Hopefully you guys can actually see. All right. So you guys are here with me, right? You guys are here? Just want to make sure you guys are here with me. Mic check, mic check. You guys are here with me. All right, I can hear myself. Definitely can. All right, so this part, the tournament went very well. I appreciate everybody that actually tuned in. Okay, I'm just reading my group chat. So hopefully, you know, when I get to see, I'll actually see more new people in the chat. So like that, I have more people to like expand. So when I have my next tournament, people is actually there. And I was really serious about what I said earlier. I'm trying to do some webcam tournaments, but that's something that I have to sit down with the team to see how we're gonna do it. Are we gonna do one matchup at a time, so like that everybody can see each matchup? Because having all these matchups playing at the same time, if people have any questions and everything else, then I won't be there. You know, that means I will have to get judges, stuff like that. So I'd rather just have like maybe one at a time, unless I get judges to actually be on the stream as well for each matchup. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. So for everybody that's tuning into my channel, welcome back to my channel. On this part of the stream, I'm definitely gonna talk about my deck builds. First one will be, you know, Gogeta. I went Friday to my locals for the pre-release. It was not sealed, it was constructed, so we got to bring our own decks. A lot of people had failed to build their decks with whatever they had. I went 3-1, 3 wins and 1 loss. I locked in 4th place. Definitely was great matchups. The first round, I ended up going versus Baby. I won against Baby. Second round, I went against Majin Buu Evil. That was against my boy Amir, aka King of New York, aka Bomb King. If you guys see him in the chat on any of the tournaments, and if you guys remember the regionals in Cali, he was actually the winner in Cali. So congratulations to him on that. I beat him. I mean, he beat me. And round 3, I faced King Goma. Definitely an archetype that is kind of weird to play. But I see it's a fun deck. I just want to see its full potential. I haven't seen that. When I was facing it, it looks like there was still pieces missing. because he wasn't using things from the starter deck. He wasn't using stuff from the old staple. He was basically using most of the stuff that came out for set 6, which is still a good deck. And then last but not least, I faced my boy, Jeremy, that he was playing Brawly. That was a tough matchup. I wish I recorded this tournament, but I didn't because I got there late, so I didn't have time to set up my camera. And you know, hopefully for the next tournament, actually be there, everything's set up, and I'll be there on time. So like that, you know, I don't have no problems with setting up anything, and people complain about me stealing time. So we're gonna get to it. For this deck list is gonna be Gogeta. Got the energy marker with it. Just want to make sure you guys actually. Yo, 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 my check, my check. Yeah, hear me now? What the hell? Alright. Yeah, hold on. Y'all can hear me now, right? Right? Alright, so hold on. Because right now, what you guys seeing on the screen is not on my screen. So let me just. Yo, this is crazy. Hold on, guys. Yo, what's up? Yo, this is getting me annoyed right now. I apologize. Everything was working fine just now. Like, what the hell's going on now? You guys are not serious, bro. I don't understand why this camera's off just now. Can y'all see now? Mic check, mic check. Just want to make sure before I even continue. Can y'all see? Mic check, mic check. Testing, testing. All right. We're just going to continue because I can hear myself in one of the iPads that I have open. And I always have one open just to test out everything that's happening. Um, so yeah, we're gonna talk about this deck list. This is the deck list that I went with on Friday. to my locals pre-release tournament. It was not sealed. It was constructed. We got to bring our decks, and from what it looks like, most people had their decks. I think it was like a 17-man roster. Um, Most of them had completed decks and everything else. If they didn't, they went with the deck that they have completed and just added additional cards. So I went 3-1, 3 wins and 1 loss in the tournament, and I locked in fourth place. Definitely was good matchups. First round, I got to play my boy Rec, LA Knight. He had Baby. Black on black matchup is all depending on who drops his SS4 Goku first, and etc. So I got to lock in that win. Second round, I got to play my boy Amir, aka King of New York, aka Bomb King. And if you guys know who Amir is the Cali's regional champion for Fusion World that just finished passing like about a month ago. He beat me. He was playing Evil Majin Buu, the deck that he won with. I don't think that's the deck that he's gonna go with going into set six. I guess he just went with that because he didn't have his other deck ready. Uh, Round number three, I went and played my boy Claudio. Claudio was playing King Goma. Definitely an archetype that you have to get familiar with because if you make the wrong mistake, you might be doing him the favor to be in an advantage to win the game and take it over. But it's not that hard you know to read how that goes. So got that win from King Goma in round three versus Claudio. And then round four, I got to play against my boy. Once again, it's never a dull moment. It's always a toe to toe matchup, which my boy Jeremy, which is Kratos. He went with the new Brawly, and that Brawly I've been testing against for like about a week now in proxies and untap. So when the tournament came and I was playing against him, it's just a matter of time that I have to play the right moves, perfect timing on certain swings, and try to win the coin toss, which I never did. All my coin toss I actually went first. So for that one, you guys got to make sure when you're playing against Brawly players, you have to go second because if they get the energy marker, it's gonna be a problem for you because they're gonna end up summoning big bodies sooner than what you think. And when I say big body, I'm talking about 45K swingers by turn four, 55K swingers by turn four or five, 50K swingers by turn four or five. It's just crazy. And if you don't wipe one of them off the board, then there's gonna be two bodies next turn on the board to swing at you. It's just too much. Too many Brawlies that they just made. That is just crazy. You have the starter deck Brawly that they play, which is the 8 drop. Um, Dual Strike. Then you have the new Brawly. Well, I don't really want to talk about it because I'm definitely going to do a deck profile for that too. So let's just keep it for the Gogeta. I got my energy market, gold energy market, and I got the alternate art Gogeta. Let's talk about, and then as you can see, I did my custom made Gogeta sleeves on Jagged Shield. Thank you a lot for the sleeves. We're gonna go with the leader. Um, 15,000 attack from the front. When attacking, draw one card, and when he awakens, it's a standard awaken at 4. You flip the card over, so you do not get to draw on his summoning, awakening. I mean, so that's kind of like the disadvantage on the Gogeta. Going into set five. Well, being in set five, that this leader wasn't as strong as it's supposed to be, because you know, re, basically it's a super Dr. Miyu. A lot of people was complaining about it, but now going into set six, me playing in set six with this, I see how strong this card is able to be now with the support that he has for set six. Standard 20k swing when attacking, draw a card, and then activating main once per turn. Tap one energy. If you don't have an energy marker, you place one energy marker. So yeah, we already know what it does, but let's just see what did I add from set six that actually makes this leader stronger than what it was before, or and even be the best black leader to play as of right now going into set six. So yeah, put that to the side. So we're gonna start off with the one drops. We have the one drops. South Kai, I play four of. Standard cantrips. You definitely want to have draw power, especially that when you awaken, you don't get to draw. So, and you want to draw as much as you can, so like that you get the cards that you need early than later. So like that, your game plans from turn to turn gets to be established. Also for the one drops, I play two more cantrips, the Fashas. Same thing. I would probably add like the newer cantrip that they just dropped, but it's not that big of a deal. So we're just gonna keep it as that for now. But I'll definitely change it just to make my deck look a little bit more updated. So I play six cantrips, which is a reasonable amount. A lot of people play seven to eight. I'm not a big fan of that because you gotta add extra cards into the deck to actually see what you need because you don't want to fill up the deck with so many cantrips and don't have bodies to swing with. Another one drop that and I'm playing four of is the Paras. Definitely one of the best cards in the deck. You definitely need it because if you're playing against matchups like red, like the Jiren, you lock the Jiren four drop, then it gets a restand, then the effect don't work because it has to be rested to make it work. And then when it comes to the Brawly leaders, Brawly battle cards, you lock it. Any big bodies in the um blue decks, the matchups between blacks, any color, it doesn't really matter. These powers are definitely stronger than what it was last set because with the manipulation of Gogeta actually giving you an energy marker, it makes it a little bit um more techy when it comes to matchups because now you can actually do the power 2 to 3 times a turn if you got the right amount of energy markers on the board for the turn. Because if you got the four drop, that gives you the energy marker, power. Then use the Gogeta leader to activate the energy marker again. Bingo. Or maybe if you start the turn with the energy marker, power right there. Do the four drop, power again. Gogeta, alternate one energy to energy marker, power again. That's three powers. Trust me, I did it once, and my opponent was mad. But it's definitely a good card. Next up, I'm playing two of the Girus. I didn't want to play more than that, but Giru is definitely a card that you need to have because every single color has those one drops that you have to eliminate off the field so they don't get used and abused. So like black has um honestly black is not just the 10Ks off the board, just to wipe the 10Ks off the board. When it comes to yellow, the small bodies, the canches and everything else, so they didn't use it to use it for the dual strike of the three drop Majin Buu 30K swinger, or use it for Majin Buu, the other Majin Buu that discard a card from your opponent's hand while they draw. Um, Myra or Mira A2797, appreciate the follow. So yeah, and then green, the chillers, you're definitely gonna need these two Girus because the chillers gotta be off the board in order to remove any Brawlies off the board because those Chilas protect the same way we got the Trunks in black to protect the battlefields. Chila protects any seven drops or over off the field on the field from anything that has to get removed from it. Next up will be four of the Hercules. Definitely a card that you want to play of four of because you could recycle your pans if you gotta recycle the gear rules. And there's another card that's in the deck now from set six that you can actually recycle with the Hercule that will definitely make a big impact to the deck. But Hercule has to be back at four. A lot of people was playing threes. Definitely got to be at four now because Hercule with the energy market manipulation now, with the cards that you need to recycle more, you want to see Hercule. Not early in the game, like late game, so like that you can recycle with it. Last but not least, of the one drops, and it's a new card from set six, which is the Chi Chi's. If Chi Chi Chaho, if you guys don't know what this card does, it's a one drop, 5k attack, 10k combo on play, add up to one card from your life to your hand. And on auto, when this card is using the combo from the battle area, use up to one battle card in your combo from you in a battle area in a combo from your drop. So in order to activate Chi Chi's effect, it has to be on play. Cannot be comboing from your hand to the combo. It has to be on the field already on play to use it. So on the offensive side, you're definitely going to use the effect. On the defensive side, you have to make sure you're doing it on the right matchups. Because certain matchup will eliminate that card instantly. Some matchups it will actually survive. Depends. So if it does survive on your offense, it's gonna survive. So you'll end up putting 10k. Let's just say if you swing with your leader, you combo with that. That's 10k. Plus you could get another 10k off the discard pile and use it to combo as well, which turns Gogeta from a 20 to 30 to a 40k swing. Now that's on the offense. Now on the defense, if this card survives and it stays on the board and they try to swing, what this card could actually do, it picks up any battle card from your discard pile to combo with. That means if you have a super combo card in your discard pile, you could use the super combo to combo with as well. And the combo for the super combo effect actually activates as well. That means the super combo becomes the 20k combo. The Chi Chi is a 10k, so now it's a 30k combo boost that you get to deflect any of the swings to deflect any of the swings that you know your opponent try to swing at you with. So those are my one drops. My two drops. This has to be in every black deck. It's a staple, hands down. Cannot play less than four, and is the trunks. The two drop trunks protection. We already know what it does. It's a two drop 20k swing, 5k combo. On your opponent's turn, if you have an energy mark on the board, anything besides this trunks is protected from being removed from the battlefield, and it's a self awakener as well. So it's definitely good. So they will have to remove this card first in order to remove anything else on the board. Um, yeah. So next up will be my another two drop Pan GT. I'm only playing two of. Uh, you already know it's a Self Awakener. It's a two drop 20k swing 5k combo. When attacking, tap one energy, you draw a card. But if you tap an energy marker, you bounce back a card from the board that's four or less. So we're either way you want to use this card, you'll definitely want to draw a card for it. So that's what the goal is. If you're playing Bardock, you'll play the two drop Go 10 for the bounce back, not this, because Bardock don't use that much energy markers. But since you're playing with a leader that actually manipulates the energy markers, you could definitely use the pan on this one, and it's a self awakener, so that definitely helps. Next up, I had to put this card back into the deck because this card is gruesome versus Brawly, which is the three drop Bardock. For this set that we're in set five, definitely was not in my deck. It's not a card that survives. Not a card that actually could swing two times. It's just there's so many removals now that it's just too much. And you can't go aggro on certain decks, so you just gotta have to alternate with whatever you had before. But going into set six, Bardock is one of the key factors when you try to apply fast-paced pressure. Um, Next up will be my four drop, four of Sun Goku GT.
we already know what it does. It's a 4 drop, 30k swing, zero combo. One attacking, once per turn. If you don't have an energy marker, you place one energy marker, and then at the end of the turn, if you use the energy marker for the turn, you get to draw a card. Definitely still a 4 of. I do not see this card being less than 4 at any of the decks. Maybe King Piccolo if you're trying to avoid the zero combos, but this card is too strong. I feel like this card has to be a 4 of in every single black deck. The next 4 drop will be the Glorios. 4 drop Glorios. We already know it's a 25k swinger, 10k combo, but it permanent. If you or your opponent has an energy marker, you get to decrease the summoning cost of this card by 2. So it could be a 2 cost, and that is great. Um, but if you summon this off your opponent's energy marker, you get to draw a card. So you get draw power for that. That's definitely good. Next up will be one of the boss monsters, uh, the 5 drop SS 3 Goku. It's a 5 drop, 30k swing, 5k combo. On play, if you removed an energy marker to use this card, draw 2 cards. Activate on main once per turn. Discard 1 card from your hand, then switch this card in the battle area to active mode. So you get to swing twice with this. So this is why I actually put the 3 drop Bardock back with the 3 of the 5 drop because now you're applying pressure off of 1 card and you get to draw extra card to your hand. So that's definitely good. Um, a big change to the deck going into set 6 is this: the boss of the boss. I'm only playing one of the 5 drop double strike Bardock. 5 drop, 35k swing, zero combo, double strike. Activate in battle only on your turn, once per turn. If you have 2 or more battle cards in your combo area, choose up to one of your battle cards and one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So I'm only playing one off because I'll try to avoid as many zero combos as I can, and to the point that sometimes late game to pop 2 cards to combo with, it kind of hurts your hand and you don't want to do that. So playing one off is like a sleeper. You want to apply as much pressure as you can to your opponent that you don't have to discard that many cards out your hand. So it's definitely good to play just one off. You want to play two, just try to find a way to play two. I'm only playing a 52 card deck, so if I play 53, it'll be another Bardock double strike for sure. uh Next up, the new boss battle card for black is the 6 drop Gogeta. 40k swing, zero combo. They have to errata the card because Bandai shipped out the card with the um miswording of the effect itself on the permanent. So the permanent on the card says this card can't be switched to active mode by the skills of your opponent's cards. It's not supposed to say that. It's supposed to say your opponent's battle cards cannot be restand by your opponent's skills. That's the effect of the card. If you check online, that's what it says. It's just that they sent out these cards before they realized that they messed up on the wording of the card. Also on play, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and place it into your owner's drop. Then, if you don't have an energy marker, you place 1 energy marker. So that's definitely good. A lot of the times when I was playing on Friday, I make sure I put myself to 7 energies. Not even 7. Put myself to yeah. I put myself to 6, 7 energies. So what I did was I um use one of the energy markers, right? Because if I got 7, I could use one to use Hercule to recycle Para, and then you could then summon this, get the energy marker, um, use the energy marker either or to use the Giro to pop something off the board, or you could get the Para to lock something on the board. So that's what I was doing. That was the combo that I did back to back times. So it definitely, um, yeah, you could definitely do that. Because in the super count, opponents can't switch any card to active battle way. Can be battle cards, leader cards, and energy mark. Okay, so yeah. So I definitely misread that wrong. It's because I'm reading it through the card. So anything on your opponent's side cannot, since if this card stays on the board, anything on your opponent's side cannot get restanded. That's field cards. That's Majin Buu to restand itself. That's SS3 BG that just came out, cannot restand itself. Those dual strikes that yellow has, can't restand. The Brawlies cannot restand as well. So it's definitely good to have this. I got it at three of. I started with two, then I looked at the matchups. Three is definitely good. Four is kind of excessive to me, but you can still play four. I guess just eliminate the double strike if you need to, or something else. But I feel I didn't want to like stack my deck with zero combos a little bit too much. I think I have the right ratio of zero combos to survive. Next up, I have four of my super combos. Son Gohan full art. I think this is my favorite super combo out as of now. Definitely can't complain about it. Took me quite some time just to get the full art because a lot of people just holding on it and try to head crack you with the price, which don't know why because it's not that big of a deal, or try to finesse me to buying the gold bolas, and I didn't want to, but I'm glad I got to get my alternate arts. Um, Next up, my extras. I have two one drops of the 10-time Kamehameha. Um, a lot of people play three. I'd rather play just two for now until I feel like I need it. I don't think I need it. These cards come out at the time that I need it. So two right now should be fine. Like I said, this is just my deck profile. This is what I went with. I feel comfortable with. And you guys could tweak it the way you want to. Not every locals is the same. I have to build my deck on the way that my locals are being played. Not every locals is the same, so I just go by what I've seen and what I've been playing against. So two of the Tentai Kamehameha is definitely good, especially with the Gogeta giving you the energy marker. You can pop two bodies off the board instead of one. And last but not least, I'm playing two of the Ultimate Sparking. Definitely another good card to have. Uh, Resisting Destiny is definitely a good card to use because you can use it either turn, but I feel like this card is better with the Gogeta because you get to use the energy marker and stun another body on the board. So the way the meta is looking at, there's no like set five. There wasn't that many cards that you can actually use the effect of the and locking body on the board. Now going into set six, there's a lot of bodies, especially like if you're going against Brawly. Brawly swings with the leader first. If you have the four drop on the board, what they do is they swing with the four drop first, then they swing with the leader. When they swing with the leader, they'll remove the four drop to the discard pile and special summon eight drop Barley on rest mode, and if it can withstand, it can withstand. That right there, you use the resisting destiny. I mean, ultimate sparking. Excuse me, ultimate sparking to combo out of the swing from the leader and lock the battle card that he just finished summoning on the board. So that's why this card is good. I will play three of. I'm trying to figure out how to put three of. I do not want to pass 52 cards because I want to see my cards right now. Kind of upset that I have it at 52. I want to have it at 50, but the way this deck flows with draw power, I don't want to be at 50 because that will cost me the game um, sometimes. So 52 is an average 52 card deck. Um, but I will try to figure out how I can actually put a third Ultimate Sparking because this card is a little bit too good, and you can recycle it with a Hercule. So definitely not that bad. So this is my deck for Gogeta, 52 card deck. You guys have any questions? Just let me know. But this is what I went with. I might tweak it later on in the future, but for right now, this is what I'm rolling with until I continue testing my cards, my deck versus certain matches. So just in case you guys didn't see, these are my sleeves. Thank you, Dragon Shield, for the sleeves, the custom made sleeves. Oaken Shield 22, appreciate the follow. So So you guys get to see the Gogeta alternate art and the gold energy marker. Definitely good. Next up, on my next deck profile, because I said I was gonna do at least 2 to 3 deck profile. I'm gonna crop these videos anyways to actually put them on YouTube, so like that people can actually see them. But if you guys are new to my channel, press that follow button like you guys have been doing on YouTube and on Twitch, wherever you guys are watching my stream. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching the tournament. And yeah, so let's get to it. My next deck that I took my time to build. I feel like I still have to adjust to certain things, but I feel comfortable with the way I got it right as of right now. And that's the starter deck. Um, Vegeta Mini Daima is the new starter deck that actually came out for pre-release now on the client. It comes out on Friday, hopefully, and then officially, people's gonna start using it when it comes to the release, official release, which is this Friday coming up. What's the reason for playing three drop Bardock instead of a energy? Um, Energy market generator Son Goku GT. The reason why, because you get two swings. So I get that you want to awaken as fast as possible, but sometimes it's not good. I already have enough self awakeners in the deck, especially adding Chi Chi. You don't want to, you want to have a way to swing more than just one time or two times, including your leader, and try to apply a pressure to your opponent. Then at the same time, you get to draw when you combo as well. So it's just a matter of trying to apply as much swing as you can, especially if you're going against Brawly, the new Brawly, swinging so aggressively to your opponent once they awaken and try to swing as much as possible. Because Brawly, the new Brawly, takes a life on his end of, excuse me, he takes a life at the end of his turn. So you will actually see him trying to awaken as soon as possible, especially calling with your swings as well, with your lead swing because you want to draw. He's gonna summon his bodies as soon as possible. So your best bet is to summon him if you have the energy marker, lock the Brawly, then use the power to combo with the Bardock. That's 30k swing to restand. You draw a card, swing for 20 or even more if you want. Then you got the leader to swing again. It's just to apply as much pressure as you can. So Bardock right now going into this set, Black needs the dual strike. The same thing with the 5 drop Goku. It's another thing to swing for dual strike as well. Yeah, I read what you said. I read what you said with the whole super combo thing. So back to it. We have the Vegeta Mini Daima, 15,000 attack. When attacking, draw a card, and the awakens at 4 or less, and then draw one card. That's the standard side. On the awakened side, it's a 20,000 attack. When attacking once per turn, draw a card. The reason why it says once per turn because he actually swings more than once in the turn, and they just let you draw once. That's the same thing as Majin Buu Evil. They don't want another leader like Piccolo that actually could draw every single time he restands. How and then if you have a rest mode battle card with the cost of 2 or more and DA in his card name in the battle area, switch this card to active mode. So you get to swing with this twice, and if you got a battle card on the field to swing as well, there'll be 3 swings for the turn. That's applying pressure again. Some of these matchups that you're going to be facing, you want to apply as much pressure as you can as soon as possible that they don't hit a certain energy mark. So like that, the minute they start building board, they will have to focus on comboing out by the time they start building board if you start applying pressure the way you're supposed to. So this is the leader. We're going to start with the one-offs, which is the Piccolo. Piccolo Mini Daima, which is a 1 drop, 5k attack, 5k combo on play draw a card. And just to talk about it, if you guys are going to play with this deck, you got to make sure you buy 2 of these decks. You have to buy 2 because 2 will give you the the right ratio of cards that you need. So like the The SRs you only get two of in starter deck, um, which is the 5 drop. Then the 2 drop Tamagami as well, and then the Glorio, which is a 2 drop. They only give you two as well. So that's one thing, you have to buy two starter decks in order to start playing. The same thing if you go on client, you gotta have to get two. So we start with that. Uh, I'm adding two more cantrips. I had it at four. I had it at eight, and I dropped it down to six because I needed to add a little bit more firepower. The draw power is gonna actually be there. With this deck, just needed to add a little bit more firepower. Two more Yamus. Same thing, cantrips. Now I got six cantrips in the deck. Now when it comes to this, another 1 drop is a four of staples. Every yellow deck must play it. There's the 1 drop Freezer. 1 drop, 10k attack, 10k combo, and on play choose one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. So like if you get these early, instead of attacking to your leader, I mean to your opponent's leader, you could just continue swinging at their board and try to make sure that their board stays as low as possible while you're building your board. Next up, we're gonna go with the 2 drop Glorio. Glorio is still iffy to me to stay in the deck, but right now it's kind of good because on the offense is a 20k swing. Yeah, it's a zero combo and it's a self awakener. But on your opponent's turn, if they don't have something to remove it, he is a 30k on the defensive side. So they will have to combo to 30 in order to try to swing at this. And that's just me giving a 5k combo to combo out, or your opponent is just gonna give more than just a 30k swing, unless they remove this card easily. But it's early game, there ain't that much removals early game, so you'll survive at least 1 or 2 turns with this card. Next up is another 2 drop. I definitely like this card. I wish I could put it for four, but I just got it for three. Is the Tamagami number two Daima. 2 drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. On plays a Self Awakener, another Self Awakener. At the end of the turn, if you have two or more rest mode battle cards with the cost of two or more in your battle area, switch this card to active mode, and it counts itself as a battle card. So let's just say on turn two, you summon the Glorio. You know he's gonna stay on the board unless they remove it because that's a 30k on defense. Then you summon Tamagami. So you'll swing with Glorio first, swing with Tamagami, swing with your leader twice if he's awakened, right? You get to draw. So that's 20, 20, 20, 20. 40k swings. I mean 20k swings four times. So they had to, combo out of it. And if you want to be really to put a lot of pressure, go for 25 to 30k swings. So like that, they burn those 10k combos out of their hand. Because the a lot of decks don't be playing a lot of 10k combos, so you're gonna have to keep that in track as well. And then at the end of the turn, Tamagami will restand on your end turn because you have the Glorio still on the board. Next up, I'm playing three of the Might of Mega. I was going back and forth with one of my boys about this card. He definitely don't like it, but I definitely like it because since I know I'm gonna go so aggro with the deck, I want to have as much lockage as possible. So like that, I could get annoying against my opponent. They'll have a board, but they won't be able to swing, and they can't restand the body either, so they can't use it as combo power. So by the time that I stop locking those bodies, I'm already swinging as much as possible to burn out the hand. So definitely a good card to have. Um, on play, it's a 3 drop, 20k swing, 10k combo, and on play it gets a lock of body on the board. So turn three, I have a lot of options. So that's one of the three costs. My next three costs will be the Majin Ku DA, Majin Du DA, which is a 3 drop, 20k swing, 10k combo on play. If your opponent has six or more cards in their hand, your opponent discard one card from their hand. So there goes the manipulation of the hand when it comes to your opponent. A lot of people will say, "Yo, play the 3 drop Majin Buu. You have to pop something off the board so you could draw, and there's a 25k swing." But you have to understand, you have to build it as gonna support the leader. Majin Buu don't support the leader. One, is a 10k combo swing, and two, if you swing with this body and you have your leader awaken, you get to swing with your leader twice. So that's 20, 20, and 20. So that's not bad. That's definitely not bad. My next three drop, I play four of, which is the Janimba. Janimba is definitely a good staple card as well. It's a three drop, 5K combo, 25K swing on play. It's a self awakener. Then switch one energy to active mode. Choose up to one battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it to rest mode. So now you can start applying pressure to your opponent's battle area. So that's definitely good as well. Um, and it's a 25K swing, so they're gonna have to give you a 10K combo if you're swinging for lead. Last but not least, when it comes to the three drops, I'm playing four of the three drops. King Goma DA, definitely a good card. It fits better on this deck than any other yellow deck because it's diamond in its name. Thank God it's on the name, not on the attribute like Demon Realm or whatever, because it doesn't have one. But it's a self awakener and it gets to swing twice on the board. So just imagine on turn three, you swing with Gamma, you take a life, let's say you awaken, you swing with King Goma twice, then your leader twice. That's four swings in one turn. Then if the Goma survives that turn, you get to summon another Goma if you want, and then that will be six swings in one turn. So you just continue applying the pressure. Right. Next up will be another a staple to the yellows, which is a four drop Sun Goku. We already know 4 drop, 25K swing, 10K combo on play and when attacking. Choose up to one of your opponent's rest mode battle cards, and it can switch to active mode in your opponent's next turn. So that's definitely good because you got to might a mega as well to lock. So that's you want to make sure that you're locking the board and try to apply as much pressure as your opponent as you can, so like that they can burn out their hand. For now, these two cards that I'm about to say will stay in the deck for now. But in the future, when the next Ultimate Battle pops up and I get the promos, I will swap it out with this. You got the two four drop Frieza barrier cards. You already know 30K swing, zero combo. Barrier, that means it can be um, chosen for anything. Then when attacking, you tap two energies and you choose one rest mode battle card in the field that's five or less in your opponent's side of the field, and you get to remove it off the board. So that's definitely a good card. I have the two cards for the Jiren matchups. Any red decks that plays the four drop Jiren, you need something to remove it. So like that, they don't get to draw that extra card from their life to their hand and then replace it with the top card of their deck. So that's kind of like a headache. But maybe on the client, I won't be facing a lot of Jiren, so I will be replacing this card with the four drop Goku that's coming out for this deck. It's a DA as well, so it gets the leader effect will get to be activated to swing twice, and at the same time is a 5K combo, so that's less zero combos into the deck. Next up, I'm playing two of another four drop Vegeta Mini DA. It's a 30K swing zero combo. On play, choose one rest mode battle card with the cost of three or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. Then your leader with DA in the card name gets a 10,000 power for the turn. So just imagine you swing for 30 and it's on rest mode. Now you swing with your lead 30. He gets a restand again because you have a rest mode battle card that's two or more on the field, and you're swinging for 30 again. So that's three swings in one turn for 30K swing, and that's gonna be a headache for anybody that try to go against it. Next up is another boss card that comes with the starter deck, which is the five drop Vegeta Mini, 30K swing, activate on main once per turn. Choose up to one rest mode battle card with the cost of four or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. Then switch this card to active mode. So just imagine if this battle card survives for the turn, you get to once per turn pop something off the board. So that's what is it, four or less? That's amazing because standard three and four cost are just the standard number that gets to get summoned on the board, and then you get to swing for 30 twice with just this guy, and then you have the leader that can swing twice because you have the diamond on the board. So you have a potential of dual swings a potential of 3 to 4 swings per turn. So that's definitely amazing when it comes to this deck. So I have the lockage that I need. Um, I have the removal that I need, and then see from there how it goes. Last but not least, when it comes to battle cards, I'm playing one of Frieza double strike because sometimes you will need the double strike in order to do what you gotta do when it comes to you know trying to lock in game. They down to 2 life. A lot of people's gonna fall asleep that you have a double strike. So you want to apply the pressure, and it's a body that actually can lock in cards on the board. So that gives me 8 bodies on my deck that gets a lock board, and then I have a lot of removals. That I have removes from hand and from the field, so that's definitely good. And then I have the good amount of cards that gets a rest of body on the board to swing for board, and then I have the cantrips to back me up to refill my hand size. 2 cards that I actually took added to the deck. It was 2 cantrips, but I switched the 2 cantrips to add these 2 cards. There's 2 extra cards, and I'm putting results of training. Reason why I'm putting results of training because there will be times that you're facing against Brawley, red, or matchup of yellow that you want to combo out of certain situations to just to keep the body on the board, and then you get to draw a card. The secondary effect to this card is amazing because it's basically saying that if there's a rest mode battle card in the cost of 3 or more in the battle area, you get to draw a card. It does not say your battle area. It says just in the battle area in general. So if you try to use this card and see any of the battle cards that's 3 or more on the field, you get to draw the card. And this card you get to use it on your opponent's turn and on your turn, and you get a 15,000 combo power. So I took the 2 cantrips out because I was at 8. The 2 cantrips out to add these because that's definitely gonna help out. Another extra card that I'm playing 2 of, Blue Power Awakening. I'm playing 2 of. You gotta play 2 of any yellow deck that you're playing. You gotta play 2 of because you have to have answers to these big brawlies that's about to be summoned on the board because that's what a lot of people's gonna be playing Brawley here, Brawley there. You gotta have these cards. It's either you're gonna lock it or you're gonna pop it. You have to. You cannot just have it just freelancing on the board that for next turn they're swinging with it because then they're gonna summon another 8 drop or maybe a 9 drop and just whiteboard and then just go for game or something. So you gotta be mindful of how you want to play turn by turn when it comes to like playing against Brawley. So you could use this for the combo effect of 25k, or you could use it for the main effect to pop a body from 6 or more cost. Next up, I'll play 2 of Final Explosion for the mid game, early mid games to wipe those bodies that actually could do damage to you on the board. 4 or less. Just gotta make sure that those forward costs are actually rested because this only rest 3 or less, but gets a pop 4 or less. So you gotta be mindful about that too. And last but not least, I'm playing for, of course, super combos, and I actually got one full art from one of the starter decks. So that's actually amazing. This is a 52. I think it's a 51 to 52 card deck. It's one or the other, but definitely that's the ratio I want to go with. I try to put it down to 50, but it's everything that I have in this deck actually counts. I built this deck on matching up to any matchups. Um, so I just wanted to make sure that 52 has I gotta make it count. Definitely gotta make it count. So that's my yellow Vegeta deck. Last but not least, I'm still working on it. Don't judge me. Um, I don't have the card. Matter of fact, yes, I do. Let me just get the card real quick. All right. I got the card. I did not put it in the case yet. I had it on the sleeve. So my next deck, um, still trying to tweak it. You know, need to test it out a little bit more to see what I want to add to it. But my next deck, it's interesting. You know, it's gonna be the Brawly, the new Brawly. Um, Congratulations to me that on my case I pulled the Brawly leader, alternate art, and then I went to the locals on Friday and I got to pull the next one. So I got to get two Brawly leaders. I already sold one. This one maybe is up in the air to sell as well because I don't really like to keep the alternate arts. I like to make my money back from the cases, but I'll probably 50-50 chance I might be moving this. But for now, I'm just gonna test run this. So we already know what it does. And then before I start reading it, let's go with the sleeves. Hands down, love the sleeves. I gotta give my other half of the sleeves to my boy Jeremy that he said he wanted the other half because I got more than what I wanted to use. So definitely gonna have to share the wealth with my boys. So let's go. Brawly is my third deck profile. It's not finalized, but this is something that you want to go with because a lot of people's always asking, oh, how to build a deck and stuff like that. Um, we're gonna go with Brawly. Front side is a 15,000 attack. When attacking, draw one card, and at the end of your turn, add one card from your life to your hand. So you don't really need Self Awakeners in this deck because he is a Self Awakener on his own. So that's definitely good to know. And then with your opponent swinging at you becomes a little bit more, easy to awaken, and his awakened side is just ridiculous. So it's like either you're gonna swing aggressively, which is hard to swing aggressively early in the game, so you're gonna have to stall to probably like an extra turn, because that's all you're gonna get is like an extra turn to stall until this leader's already awakened. But you have, and then he awakens at 4, and you get to draw a card. On the awakened side, look at the beauty. That beauty is amazing. It's a 20k swinger. It's not like the old Brawly leader. The old Brawly leader actually was a 25k swing. Can draw. Same thing with this. This one is not drawing like officially. It actually on once per turn, you get to draw one card, and then you have to pitch a card. So technically, you're not really drawing a card and keeping your hand size like an extra card in hand. You're basically pitching for. So yeah, I guess that's one thing that it kept with the Brawly. And then when attacking, choose one Brawly BR in your battle area and place it into your owner's drop. If you have 4 energies, play up to one Brawly BR with the cost of one greater than the card chosen by the skill from your hand in rest mode. So this is where I don't think people understand um the good and the bad about that, right? The good thing is you're swinging 3 times in the turn automatically off rip. If you have the Brawly on the board to swing, if he's awakened, swing. You get to summon a body on the board that is double the power of whatever you swung with first. Then you swing with either the 45k swinger, the 50k swinger, or the 55k swinger. And all of those Brawly's effects are just dominant, just gonna dominate the board. But I'm not gonna go talk more about it because I wanna. Once I get there, I'll read to you guys what the deck does. But for this, and then it's just this Brawly is just amazing when it comes to like firepower on the offensive side. Now on the defensive side is that he has to keep himself at 4 in order to use the effect. So yeah, they're gonna use the zero cost the instant Kamehameha to burn the energy marker. Um no, I don't. No, I don't, babe. I know you probably texting me. I was just doing the deck profile. Um so yeah, we're going back to this. On the defensive side, Hemke, if you get to eliminate the board once per turn, right? If it's locking or removing, that means they're only gonna get 3 swings a turn. It sounds a lot, but it's better than 5, 6 a turn, which is The swing for the leader is 20, right? Then is a 20, 25, or 30 of the four drop Brawly, and then there's then the big body that's coming out to save the day, to wipe something off the board, um, or everything off the board depending which Brawly you're summoning. But if you keep it on the board, right? If you leave your opponent to leave that 8 drop on the board, you're giving them the chance to summon the 9 drop. The 9 drop on summon wipes everything off the board that's two or more if you don't have protection. It's like their own Zeno, which is fine. But it's just you have to start over while they have a 55 swing on the board. It's not like Zeno that's a natural 20k swing that's easy to combo out. I'm talking about 55k swinger just applying that much pressure while he just wiped the board if you don't have protection on the board to stay keep him there, which is it's tough. It's definitely tough. So this is definitely the leader, all right? But it's a weakness to some, um, but to most is not, because if they play on curve and they get the right cards, it's strong. Brawley is strong. Brawley has his weakness. Brawley has um his moments that it dies out for like 1 or 2 turns, and you have to take advantage of those 1 or 2 turns. Um, we're gonna start with the 1 drops. Starting with the Chila BR. Let me move it a little bit more up. Chila BR. Basically, it's a 1 drop, 5k attack, 5k combo, permanent on your opponent's turn. Battle cards with the cost of 7 or more in the battle area can't be removed from the battle area by your opponent's skills, and it's a self awakener. So now they could just try to awaken as soon as possible. You only want to summon this Chilla if you have a Brawly on the board already. You don't ever want to summon the Chilla first. You want to have the Brawly first because then there's a waste of time to summon this because then they're gonna red is gonna neg it down to 0, black is gonna pop it, green itself is gonna pop it, bounce back by blues. So yeah, so it's not good to summon this before Brawly. Brawly has to be summoned. I got a ruling question with 9 drop Brawly. If Gogeta is on the board on the battle area and Brawly 9 drop, does it blow up the board? Um, yes, it does. There's nothing that Gogeta doesn't. It doesn't prevent blowing a board. What does it do is it cannot restand because the effect of the Brawly leader is that it comes in rest mode. The 8 drop Brawly, the 9 drop Brawlies, they come on the field in rest mode. Some of them say they could restand, but the Gogeta itself is not gonna let you restand. So he comes on the board off rip on rest mode, so you can't even swing with him. So Gogeta is definitely a card that they needed to build, to build for black in order for black to be relevant again, because last set black just kind of fell off because there wasn't that much things to do. The 6 cost Gogeta, yes, 6 cost Gogeta is definitely a problem when it comes to summoning against green, because green is gonna have it being rested. I mean, green is gonna be summoned on rest mode instead of like try to like restand. Like the 8 drop dual strike Brawly is not gonna be able to restand or anything. Um, um, if the question is for Brawly restand, no. When we get to the card, I'll read it. I don't want to jump into it because maybe I'm missing a piece of it. Maybe his effect only activates if he restands, but we'll get to it. Next 1 drop will be the BR. 1 drop, 5k attack, 10k combo. On play, choose up to one battle card um, with the cost of 1 or less, which are in your opponent's battle area and KO it. So it's just like the Kami that everybody uses. I'm playing this because of the searcher that I'm playing next. So it gets to search the card, which is the Paragus BR. Paragus BR gets to search that card if I need to search for that card, because maybe there's a card on the board that I need to pop. So like if there's a mirror match, you want to go the Paragus to the Ba, and then whatever, and do what you got to do after that. Okay, so then if it needs to be in active mode, then that means his effect don't work. He stays rested, so he has to be in active mode. So yeah, that's what I said. I did. I really need to read the card in order to understand. I know he blows up the board. I just needed to read the keyword of the card. But if it says he has to be restand in order to blow up the board, then his effect don't go off because he can't restand because the six drop Gogeta does not let you restand. And then if you're playing against yellow, um, the six drop freezes if it's on the board is not gonna let it restand either because it has to come on the board rested. Okay, so next up, the next one drop is the Sun Gohan Childhood. Is another searcher. Is a staple card for green. We already know what it does. Look up the three cards on the top of your deck and reveal one card with the traits of Saiyan and its special traits and add it to your hand and then the rest to the bottom of your deck. Next up will be another staple card for Brawly, which is a three drop Nappa 30k swing zero combo. On play, you got to choose one. Either take a life and put it into your energy, or if you got a Vegeta on the board, you get to swing with it, which it's gonna be the energy taking. So like that, you get to awaken faster, and one you be on curve. So now you got extra energy, so that gives you the fast momentum that you need to summon your four drop, awaken, swing with your four drop, swing with your leader, remove the four drop, then summon your big body. Bada bing, bada boom. That's what it is. Next up is Brawly BR, the four drop. The promo. This is why a lot of people wasn't playing the Bardock. I mean, wow, Bardock. My bad. This is why a lot of people wasn't playing Brawly. Last weekend. That's why everybody's playing it this weekend, so they could get the promo cards. I got my promos. Because you gotta play this at 304. It's a four drop, 25k swing, 10k combo. Activate on main once per turn. Place one of your energies into your owner's drop. Increase the cost of this card in the battle area by three. So it puts it at seven. So when you swing with your leader, this gets to get removed and you summon an 8 drop. So that's the key to it. The next Brawly, 4 drop, is a 4 drop, 20k swing, 10k combo. When attacking, discard one card from your hand. Play up to one card with the cost of one from your hand, then add three to the cost of this card. So with this effect, your goal is to summon this, swing, discard a card, summon Chilla, because when you swing with your leader is going to remove this card and summon the 8 drop. Now, the 8 drop is protected because you have the Chilla on the board. So, if your opponent next turn does not have something to remove that card, then your Brawly is safe. The next 4 drop Brawly, I'm only playing 3 of. I wanted to play 4, but I got it at 3. Me and my boys was talking about it. I feel like 3 is a safe side. It's a 30k swing, zero combo. If your leader is Brawly BR, add 3 to the cost of this add 3 to the cost of this card in the battle area. Then when attacking, choose up to one battle card with the cost of 1 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. Reason why we're playing 3 of and not 4 because it's already have a high number of zero combos that you don't want to keep adding more to the process. But not going to lie, if you are building the Brawly deck, right, and you do not have the 9 drops, I suggest you fill up your deck with the 8 drop dual strike from the starter deck and the other 8 drop that comes out into the thing too, because you do get a good amount if you buy a case. But if you buy from people, you just gotta wing it out. There's some people that will actually have extras to sell to you. Just don't buy anything now. because all the prices are inflated. But you'll get it on TCG for, I think TCG got it for like $15. The prices may drop a little bit, but you got to be cautious that every day you watch the prices on these Brawlies, because if Brawly becomes a real big problem, those prices will go up. Next up, I'm playing two of 7 drop double strike. Um, in a permanent, if your life is at 2 or less, you don't, and you have a Sun. If you don't have a Sun Goku with a cost of 7 in your battle area, reduce the cost of this card in your hand by 4. So you can summon this if you're at 2 life already, which this Broly's gonna let you do it. I'm gonna show you why, because there's a Broly that we have that actually gives it a thing. So you have this Goku that goes down to 3. You can summon it off of 3 energies and apply a double strike, a 45k swing. That's crazy. That's a lot of pressure. So your opponent has to really think about if he wants to go down to 2 life, knowing that there's 2 ways to get double strikes on the board. So you got to avoid that. Now going to the 8 drop Brawlies, you have this 8 drop, 50k swing, 5k attack, 5k combo, permanent. This card can be KO'd once per turn. On play, switch this card to active mode. Then, if your life is at 2 or less, add the top card of your deck to your life. So that's what I was talking about with the double strike. You could go down to 2 because you have a body that could bring you up back to 3 with no say so. And it can't get KO'd. So you're gonna have to lock this board, lock this guy off the board, or remove it. Um, Gogeta removes it. Um, what else? I think that's it. Gogeta's the only thing I can actually remove it, because this can't get KO'd once per turn unless you're doing double the KOs just to burn this card off the board. So your best bet is to lock it. So that's a dangerous card, and yeah, and it's not even locked, leader locked either. So just imagine androids using this card. Let's go crazy. Next up, my another boss I got 3 of from the starter deck, the dual strike. Um, if you don't have the 9 drops, I suggest you playing this at 4. Still be applying the same pressure. You get to pop something off the board. You get to swing twice. Well, you get to swing once on the turn as summoned, because it comes to the board rested. So you get to swing once and pop something off the board the same turn. If he does survive for the turn, that means next turn he gets to swing twice. And then you get to summon another body on the board to swing twice, or to swing however you want to swing. Next up, for my final boss, um, will be the 9 drop Brawly BR. It's a 55k swinger, 0 combo, double strike. So this is the card that we was already ruling for. So the effect is on play, switch this card to active mode. Then add the top of your deck to your life. Choose all battle cards with the cost of 2 or more in the battle area, other than this card, and KO them. So his effect technically, you know, literally saying switch this card to active mode. Then you do the top cards of your deck. So I guess his effect won't work. Maybe it works. Where's the judges at? We need the judges right now. Let's talk about it. So yeah, that's a thing that we got to talk about. But I feel like that's how it is. Gogeta's on the board. This gets summoned. Can't really use the effect because he has to get restanded first. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. It's pre-release. We're still waiting on the rulings, because a lot of people's always gonna ask that. Next up, super combos. 4 of. After that, I'm playing 3 of instant Kamehameha. Playing 3 of. Don't want to put 4. I feel like 3 is enough. A lot of people play 4. Don't have a problem. You want to play 4, you can play 4. I'm not saying it's wrong. I just like to play 3. It's a 50 card deck right now. Got a 50 card deck. I'm gonna show you. There's 2 options that I'm still debating on what to put. 2 to 52. I have the Planet Vampa to draw to get some draw power, because the leader, when it's awakened, you don't get to draw and keep it. You have to draw and then discard 1 card from your hand. So this will actually help you to draw an extra card. Or to put at 52, I put the 4 drop Frieza, 30k swing, 5k combo, blocker, and on permanent, if there is a battle card with the cost of 7 or more in the battle area, this card can be killed once per turn. So now this card becomes a problem too, because your deck is built on 7 or more, and it's a 4 cost, so it's not like you have to like go to 5 and then you can't use the effect of the leader or nothing. It's a 4 cost, 30k swing, simple as that. So it's either or what you want to use, either use the field card to draw or use, because you know you got a lot of zero combos, you'll use the freezers to to do the blocking, and then he's gonna end up surviving because he can only be killed once per turn. Or if you want to keep it at 50, maybe you add the extra instant Kamehameha. You can actually do that, or use a extra 8 drop dual strike freeze Brawly. So you have a lot of options. There's a lot of options. Me personally, I think I will go with the freezers because I need the blockage. Granted, the draw power is gonna be there. Not crazy high, but somewhere's gonna be there. But I'd rather have blockers and somewhere that I can actually apply a lot of pressure. Just in case if they try to like lock the board. Like if you're going against black, they got the ultimate sparking that can actually lock the A drop from swinging and everything else. Devil Elf 555, appreciate the follow. So this is my deck list for Brawley. A lot of people's gonna have it different. It's still pre-release. You're gonna have to just wait and see how everybody's deck is built, because there's still decks out there that's gonna be dangerous once they get the complete set. SS3 Vegeta's a dangerous deck. Gogeta's a dangerous deck. Zamasu's a dangerous deck. Halo Ku's gonna be a dangerous deck. The Blue Goku that just came out is gonna be a dangerous deck. You have Jiren that's going to be dangerous as well. Android 18, when the promo for that deck is going to be dangerous as well. So you have a lot of options out there. On if you want to play Brawler, you've got to make sure that you change it up a little bit, because once people see the patterns like they did with the Janimba and the baby, then it becomes so irrelevant that you can have enough firepower, but it's not gonna help if people know what your turn by turn plays are. So if they could get to match your turn by turn before you get to do it, then you have a rude awakening. But like it's my opinion. If you guys have something different, then by all means necessary, I have no problem. We have a chat room. We have if you guys are interested to be on the Discord chat as well, that's where I will post everybody that posts their deck profiles, their concerns, what are the rules, because we got judges in there as well. Shout out to the judges that's in my Discord channel as well. So if you got any questions and concerns, they'll actually, answer. You need help with Discord, building decks, you need something, just anything that's concerning Fusion World, we're here for it. We're here to support you guys, because my goal is, and I want to keep that in the mindset of everybody. My goal is I do these tournaments for free to give codes because a lot of people play client, but at the same time, these tournaments is to bring this community bigger and grow it faster, because a lot of people can't attend regionals traveling to Cali to Texas, overseas, anywhere that they hosting regionals. Just do it on the client, have fun, and then you know just expanding your community, your friend zone, and everything else. So that's all I gotta say. So this is my deck profile. I gave you guys 3 deck profiles. I gave you the Gogeta that I won 4th place last week. I mean Friday. I gave you SS3 Vegeta. Um, SS3 Vegeta. Starter deck with the staples. If you guys want me to do the SS3 Vegeta without the staples, I could definitely do that as well, and that would be fun. That would be definitely fun because a lot of people getting into the game is gonna be totally different. Am I sure about this Brawly build? Right now, that's what a lot of people is playing. It's just the last two. The 50 cards is what is definitely what people are playing right now. That's what it is. If you want to switch it up a little bit, then you can. That's my deck build. I'm gonna rock with it. Me and my team, when we sat down, I actually built these decks because they pre Brawly as well. We tested mirror matches after mirror matches, and then playing against other decks, we see that this deck is good. The extra two to three cards, because a lot of people like playing 52 to 53 cards. Is definitely a little bit different. But if you want to switch it up a little bit, the most you'll be switching out of the deck will be like 5 to 6 cards. So yeah, going first without the stage. That's why I said it's either your 52 cards, your two cards, is either Frieza or you play the field card. It all depends on you. That's why I said it's not a wrong or right answer. It's however you feel comfortable with. If you feel like you don't need it, you still got a lot of time to test it. You had a lot of time, like me and my guys, we got to print out the proxies, we got to test it out. The stage is definitely good, but you know, the freezer definitely goes good as well because you need some type of blockage. So AI or it all depends on your locals. If you see that your locals is playing against Brawley, that they're building against Brawley, knowing that they gotta go full aggro, then I feel like it could go either way. You could go either way. There's no wrong or right answer. So if you feel comfortable on taking it out and then putting freezer, or taking freezer out and putting in a stage, then that's on you. Me personally, I don't. Right now, I'm stuck. I don't know if I want to play the two freezers or the two field cards. It's either or. So you could test it as much as you can. You have Untap, you have Tabletop Simulator that you can test it. If you have the cards already, you can test it with your friends. Go to locals, test it out there. But if this is the deck that you really want to go with, you have to sit down and actually play a lot of matches to see what cards fits in or not. Right now, this is just pre-release. No decks is finalized. Um, this is just entering the new meta and then see how it goes. Because right now we don't know what people's gonna play. Because right now, going into set five, nobody knew Majin Buu Evil was gonna be as strong as it was. Everybody thought it was gonna be Vegito. Everybody thought it was gonna be Halo Cool. Everybody thought it was gonna be something else. But it's just the matter of timing. We just have to wait. Then at the same time, we gotta see how this ban list is gonna look like too. So that's another thing that people have to think about as well. We have a ban list coming. We know it's coming. We just don't know when. I guess they're gonna wait how to see how this meta works first for the next regionals to see if they actually have to ban cards from this set first because they don't wanna ban first um before set six, and then when set six comes, let's just say Brawley becomes another top cool, then they're gonna have to just wait and do another ban list in less than a month. Two ban lists in one or 2 months. That's crazy. So I guess they're gonna wait. To be honest, I really like the three drop Brawley since you can play in turn three, going first and go turn four, 20k swing, 30k swing, leader swing, and Brawley as a follow up with two open to go for other plays. Yeah, you see, you have an idea. I'm not saying you're wrong. You understand? Right now, we're at the position that we don't know what's wrong or what's right when it comes to the decks. Because right now, going into locals, not everybody has the cards that they need. Let's be realistic. Not in my locals. Out of the 17 people that was in that tournament on Friday, I didn't go for yesterday's tournament. I didn't go for today's tournament because I stood here, you know, try to like build on streaming and I had to work and everything else. But with the for Fridays, the 17 players that played, I only saw like about four Brawlies. Why? Because if you don't have the 9 drop Brawly, at least two of, then what are you playing after that? That's what people's mindset is. If you don't got the 9 cost Brawly, you ain't gonna go nowhere. If you're going in a mirror match and they got that 9 cost Brawly, you know they're gonna rip you a new one. So it's just that's something you gotta think of. So right now, just keep testing, 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 to see what fits, what not fits. Everything changes in due time. Because right now we didn't get to we not seeing every single leader that just came out on what they're playing, or all the old leaders and the new support what they're playing as well. We're just going by what this deck has to be built upon, and that's summoning your big bodies. Summoning your big bodies, making sure you apply as much pressure as you can to burn their hand out. That by the time they try to swing at you, you don't really have to combo out as crazy as you're supposed to, because they most likely gonna try to swing for lead. But let's be serious. If you already got a big body on the board, your opponent is gonna try to take that big body off the board by all means necessary, and that's gonna be burning cards out their hand. So we're just gonna have to see. That's why they got the Chila. Chila with the Brawly is insane. If you don't eliminate the Chila off the board, that Brawly is gonna stay on the board. Then they're gonna summon another Brawly, and it's just gonna be ridiculous from there. So yeah, just go with your gut, with your what you want to do. Test test each deck as much as you can. Me, I'm playing Gogeta. I play Gogeta. I did good. I played Brawly. I played Majin Buu. I played Daima, King Goma, and I played Baby. So I already see how it goes. Um, Now SS3 Vegeta. I played against Brawly, and I feel like that has the aggression to to put a lot of pressure on your opponent. That's why I said blocking will be needed. I understand the draw power, but if your opponent is going with 30k swings, 30k swings, then it becomes a problem. Now, some of the effects that yellow has for the new leader is popping four or less. Um, Brawley doesn't really run four or less or anything, and then the freeze is a full. It's a KO, can be KO once per turn. So if they do that, can be KO'd. So if you try to swing at it, they're just gonna have to combo out. So like make sure that he stays on the board. And if he does stay on the board, you already know what's coming next turn. That's 4 5 swings. So yeah, it's all up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to play. That's not my main deck. My main deck right now is still up in the air. It's either Gogeta. I'm a Bardock fan, but I feel like Bardock, you have to really sit down to see what you want to have in the deck, but I don't feel like it has the firepower to go against the meta that we're about to go on, because the aggression that some of these leaders is going by is going to be ridiculous. So still going to test out Bardock, but it's just a matter of just timing, testing. I'm going to have a lot of webcam games coming up, and we're going to see how it goes. Um, you guys gonna be here to give your pointers, and then we not. I'm here for all of it. I'm here for all of it. If you guys have ideas, I could use it. Um, we'll test it out right here. Then you'll see if it actually works or not. Stuff like that. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you know what you're talking about. You don't know. You don't play this. I topped regionals. I topped locals with this deck list. I'm sticking to it. Not every locals is the same. Not every region is the same. You're playing against different mindsets. You understand? So do as you please when it comes to deck. The the set comes out this Friday. You have a couple of days left. Continue testing. Webcam, go live, play against your friends, do what you gotta do, and then get ready for these locals next week or whenever you're ready, and then see how it goes. But that's it, guys. Those are the 3 deck profiles that I wanted to talk about. I will be building more deck profiles like the King Piccolo. I will be doing um the King Gamma, Bardock for sure. I gotta build a Bardock deck. I'm a Bardock fan. I got to, whether he's gonna be elite or not. You know, but definitely gonna do that. So thank you for tuning in, everybody. I gotta send out these codes to everybody that joined the tournament. Hopefully these guys don't think I'm running away with it, but I already got the codes ready. Codes is down there. But appreciate everybody that tuned into my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, press that follow button, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you guys. What's tomorrow? Today's Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday. Yes, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Tomorrow, try to see if I could do some webcam games. So if you guys are interested on that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Till then, Peace out.